I am the Doctor, this is my section. Earth is under my protection. Planet of birth is Gallifrey. I've got 2 hearts, your life is saved. Run into the Master Raw, Missy. Come on, Alonzo. Alonzi. I am a Time Lord. No, I'm not rich. 12 bodies a man. Now it's time for a switch. Don't look like that. I'm in great health. You were expecting someone else. Regeneration. Oh, such fun. When I say run, run, run. What's up, my boy? Peace and sanity. Sorry, mustache. Reverse the polarity. Sometimes I'm north, but always a limey. Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey. Jump in the TARDIS, go for a ride. It's bigger on the inside. Exploring all of time and space. Oh, what's that? Exterminate.
Cyberman, a Daleks, baby.
Would you like a jelly baby? Time's ticking, we'd best go. A new adventure, Geronimo! I am fantastic, so are you. Best come with me, I'm Doctor Who. Welcome to a brand new episode of D4WH. I am your host. The name's O'Sullivan. Adam O'Sullivan. Joined as always by my co-host. She's not where she wanted to be, but we can work with this. It's Nicchia Shoot.
Hello, we are working with it, aren't we?
We are. It's never
Technology.
been. Yes. Oh man, trying to get. This is our first recording where you are currently in Canberra.
Yes. And,
so we are dealing with
the,
technology.
The Zoom 5 people. It doesn't read my SD card, and I'm cross with you. But it's good to hear you.
Hopefully they listen to this podcast and can get you some help.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah. Please welcome our trusty BekTech. I thought nothing could get into D4W headquarters. It's Rebecca Wolfenden.
Oh, you actually introduced me.
Yeah, well, that's what you wanted. So.
Oh, thank you.
Adam,
Yes.
how did she get in?
I may have let her in. I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Well, that's the excuse he's been giving everyone.
Yeah,
Technically just stole
What
me.
have you brought with you, Adam? I don't know.
Hopefully nothing like an
Yes,
STD.
that's right. Today we are talking about Season 12. New trailer just dropped.
Oh,
This is our first time trying to get an episode out with enough time. Shortly after something has dropped. This is very exciting. We have waited a year for this.
Permission to squeeze.
Permission granted.
it feels longer than a year,
Yeah, it feels forever.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I tell you what, doesn't it look exciting?
Now, let's start off with a couple of questions. Did you either wait up or wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning to watch the trailer? Or would it have been 2 o'clock in the morning for you in Canberra?
Yeah, no, I got up at 5:30 and watched it immediately.
It's
but
okay.
I
Rebecca?
slept.
I was the only one of us that was actually still awake at 1 o'clock in the morning, so I didn't have to wake back up again. I was just waiting around until 1 o'clock for the trailer to come out.
And I woke up at 1:45 and was ready to watch the trailer at 1 o'clock in the morning.
And did not go
You
back to sleep
two
until
are so much
4:30
more
in the morning.
dedicated than me.
I was just so excited. This is the first time
Oh.
since we've started this podcast that something exciting has come out.
I know, and just, wow, I watched it about 5 times and I still don't think I've taken it all in.
Oh, 5 times? Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
amateur. That's the next question. Beck, how many times did you watch it?
I think maybe 4.
Yep. So I watched it on Facebook, then I watched it on YouTube because I realized that the YouTube video shows more. It's less cropped. Then I watched it a couple more times. Then I watched it a few times at quarter speed with the sound on and with the sound off. Then I watched it again a couple of times, pausing it, going through everything. So yeah, I cannot tell you how many times I've watched it.
Okay, so I will say I watched it 4 times. Then I got onto Doctor Who News.
Yep.
And then I read everybody's breakdown of it.
Oh, yes.
So, because it's up to people like you, Adam, to break it down slowly and then give me the stuff that I missed because I don't know how to do that.
Do we want to go? Do we want to go shot by shot?
Frame by frame.
Oh, look, I'm happy to do whatever.
And obviously, if you haven't seen the trailer, we recommend you go and see it. It is amazing. Let me just say, because I have scoured the comment section of YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit sick of people going how much they hate Jodie Whittaker, how much they hated season 11. As far as I'm concerned, they could fuck off. So
Yeah, that's right. You're not real Whovians, fuck off.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Kids love it. The show is doing fantastically. The show is doing way better than it was at the end of Stephen Moffat's run. So shut up now. It's just really grating. Way too many comments of people being like, the trailer actually looks okay compared to season 11, or the only date I care about is when Jodie Whittaker regenerates.
Oh yeah, yes. I don't read that crap because these people aren't real Whovians, and so
that's
they
right.
do not matter.
I would rather watch Trial of a Time Lord than have no Doctor Who.
Yep, me too.
And that is saying something.
That's saying something for you.
Yeah.
All right, we start the trailer in a vineyard. The TARDIS is standing in a vineyard with a fam walking up the drive to a fancy villa. How exciting.
I know. I wonder where they are and what they're doing.
The very next shot is the Doctor and fam walk up to what looks like a restaurant or a party. She introduces herself as the name's Doctor or the Doctor.
Did you notice in the vineyard she's wearing a Matt Smith inspired costume?
She's wearing a tuxedo basically. And doesn't she look good?
She looks fantastic. Nothing better than a woman in a tux, if you ask me.
It's so funny to think that like all of these people were worried about, oh no, we're going to have a female doctor, and yet they found a female doctor who can pull off like male clothes.
And look fantastic.
They haven't gone for the full-on River Song girly girl has to be wearing dresses thing. They found a female doctor who can pull off both male and female clothing.
Yeah, look, it just seems to me such a ridiculous argument that just because she's a woman, she can't do it. She's a great actress and she's very non-gender specific, I think. So I don't get it. But yeah, I can't wait to see the James Bond Doctor.
That's what people are saying online. Yeah, it seems to be very James Bond inspired. Now, it's also been pointed out that one shot looks like it has some sort of filter over it, like an old movie sort of thing. So I wonder if that was intentionally left in. Like, are we going to get a full episode like that?
Ooh, you think?
Or is just the quality of the video?
Chibnall has come out and said that the premiere episode of the new season is going to be one of the biggest episodes they've ever done. I'm wondering,
I wonder if this is the one Stephen Fry's in, because he looks like M from the Bond movies, or the Prime Minister or someone.
Yeah, that's what people are saying. Prime Minister or some sort of government official. The other guess that people are going for is maybe he's the head of UNIT. Maybe they're going to bring UNIT back.
Oh, that would be nice. Although they've got to bring back Kate Stewart, don't they?
Well, I mean, there's an unsubstantiated rumor she might be back, but
it'd be nice to see her back.
And that's the thing. When online people, when you go, oh, I'd really like to know when the new series is, people are going, oh, it's starting the 1st of January. Everyone knows that. But, I mean, that hasn't been confirmed by the BBC at all.
No, and I read yesterday that the special will be next New Year's, not this New Year's.
Yeah.
It starts next New Year.
Yeah, the show starts next New Year's.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Were we supposed to put early? I think we were supposed to put late 2020.
Yeah, so, but that's another thing I've heard, because I thought there'd be a New Year's for next year.
And I thought...
It looks like 2021.
Well, if the show was going to come back on January the 1st, I thought they would have announced the starting date in the trailer, because that's only a month away.
I know. But, they've kept us hanging on for a while. Yeah. But you can see it's so cinematic, isn't it? They've gone to film. It just looks beautiful.
I agree, and I suspect the reason that they had to take a year off was because Chibnall wanted to put more money into the production. Unfortunately, the BBC is holding the purse strings tight.
Yeah, well, I hope that BBC opened them up and they used more money, because they look great. The aliens looked great.
Oh, yes.
Let's go to the next shot. What's the next one?
The next shot is we see a bunch of shortcuts. A capsule entering Earth's atmosphere. The Doctor in her normal jacket at night spinning around scanning with her sonic. There's also someone standing behind her in a blue shirt and camo vest, and another person walking towards them. Unsure where that's set.
Yeah, no, I don't know with that one.
Then we have a spaceship shooting a green laser towards Earth.
Well, that'll have to be the Cybermen. Don't they always want to kill everybody?
An alien creature smashing up against a meshed glass.
Now, I did read an interesting comment that it looked a bit like a weevil from Torchwood.
Oh, the other guess is Sea Devil from the classic series.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They brought back the Sea Devils.
Well, maybe. I don't know. You don't get a good look at the creature, so we're unsure about that.
Yeah, well, I read Weevil, but Sea Devil would be quite good. I'd have one of those too.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, Weevil would be amazing. That would hopefully be an indication that Torchwood would be coming back.
I was only just watching Torchwood last night before I was watching the trailer, so it's actually...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
I know. Cape and intensifiers.
Then we have the Doctor putting on some goggles for everyone who wants to go out cosplaying.
Look, I've got to get myself a set of those. They are the coolest goggles.
Well, I reckon you'd look great in the tuxedo costume.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
look
my
great in a
next
bow
one.
tie.
We then hear a voiceover of Stephen Fry saying, "The security of this entire planet is at stake."
Oh,
Isn't that amazing? Stephen Fry is
Yeah.
finally on the fucking show.
I know. And the excitement when you read interviews with him, he was so excited to be
Yeah.
asked, which
Finally.
is great. And I think that's what I love about Doctor Who. The people, it's not like, oh God, I'm going to do Doctor Who. It's like, woohoo,
Yes.
I'm in Doctor Who. You know, I love that.
And as we've mentioned, people are guessing he's some sort of official. But it's interesting to note that behind Stephen Fry are some of those drip bags you see in hospitals filled with clear liquid. So maybe he's a doctor, maybe he's sick. You know, who knows?
Maybe. I think he's M, head of a spy ring.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, he'd make a good spy.
Oh my God, James Bond comes in and is like, "Doctor, how's it going?"
Oh yeah, let's get Daniel Craig in. Why not?
And then the James Bond regenerates into a woman and everyone's minds explode.
Oh no, not another bloody woman.
Then we see the Doctor in her bow tie and suit in a box next to a woman in a blue outfit.
I love that line.
And that's where the Doctor says, "I'm not where I wanted to be, but I can work with this." Now, the interesting thing to note is there's a desk beside them, so they're in the floorboards of somewhere.
Yeah, I could not work it out. I
Yeah.
paused it and looked at it and I couldn't work it out. And I'm sure it's all in the first episode, but it just looked fascinating and I couldn't work out who is it next to her.
Yeah.
It's not Yaz.
No, it's not Yaz.
So, yeah.
I did watch
And it's a
one bit-
weird thing to be in that box, don't you think? I just thought someone would come up and grab your boobies and run off and you wouldn't be able to stop them.
I
felt
wouldn't
very
care if somebody
exposed.
did.
I think she's been captured at that point. I don't think it's
Yeah, by the booby grabber.
God.
That's my favourite
yeah.
favourite Doctor Who.
Graham, Bradley Walsh did say that the monsters this season were going to be more terrifying than ever, so...
Yeah, I know, and you don't know because they always say that. They always hype it up.
Yeah.
But it feels like it is going to be a lot scarier.
And then we see a damaged ship flying through space or maybe above a planet. Then the Doctor, Ryan and Graham looking at something. The Doctor says, "Whoa," in a very sci-fi room that they're in. Doesn't look like the TARDIS,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
No, so I don't know what it is. Cybermen again?
It could be. We don't know what the enemies for most of the episodes are, so...
No. I know
then-
the Jadoon. What are the Jadoon doing? Because
Then-
aren't they intergalactic police?
That's right. The Jadoon are in the next shot saying, "Fro Joe Poe."
What are they doing?
It'd be good to see Jodie Whittaker up against the Jadoon.
Jadoon.
Jadoon. I want to hear her do the, because you know David Tennant would do the row. That'll be funny.
Isn't that the sequel to Karma Chameleon?
Jadoon.
That is followed by Graham and Yaz running, saying, "What?" As something flashes behind them.
Hey, I think that I tried to slow that down. That looked like that scorpion thing.
Oh yes, so that's the alien creature in black. Now,
That looks like the Emperor of Arachnos.
yeah, that's what everyone's saying, and that's what I thought as well. But she is black. She doesn't have as many eyes as the Arachnos. Arachnos was red. But
Yeah.
I think, and a lot of other people are thinking the same thing, is that it's connected to that scorpion creature that we see later in the trailer.
Yeah, it does look very scorpion-like, but the makeup is amazing.
Oh, definitely.
But first thing I thought of was the Emperor of Arachnos'
Same.
back. I thought she
The same.
drowned. Yeah.
Well, the Emperor of the Arachnos was red and had a bunch of eyes, whereas this one's black and has 2 fangs above the head and seems to have 2 pincers below the jaw. So
Well, yeah, that's probably what it is, that scorpion thing.
yeah, or it could be the Arachnos perhaps mutated after her defeat by the 10th Doctor.
It could be, or it could be one of the babies that survived.
Oh, maybe.
Who's a bit pissed off.
Yeah, Revenge of the Arachnos. I like the sound of that.
We should write it.
So then we see 2 people hiding behind a box, a man and a woman in period dress. The Doctor appears
Yeah.
and says, "I don't suppose you've seen anything weird around here." And she's got a head torch on her for some reason.
And it's very steampunk looking,
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of. Yeah.
That's her aesthetic, though, steampunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. She's got quite a bit of headgear on in different places.
Yes. Then the obligatory TARDIS travelling through space shot.
Oh, yeah. I could probably watch a half an hour of that, really. That would just thrill me to pieces.
Oh, well,
but anyway.
that's one episode next season done for you then.
Yep, done for me.
Then we have a very large-scale shot of a vehicle driving beside a huge dome-like structure. Seems very interesting.
That dome structure is very interesting, isn't it? What is in there? What are they? Is that where the scorpions are? Oh,
I wonder if that's an actual building or if they built that or CGI'd that, because that is huge. So I'm wondering if the next couple of days people will pick up like where that is. I'm suspecting based on the landscape that's probably one of the shots they shot in South Africa.
Oh yes, it probably is, because they were shooting in South Africa, weren't they?
Yeah, and we know when they shot in South Africa last time, that was an alien planet. So this could be one of the few shots that are on an alien planet.
Wow.
Because that's the other thing, is this trailer is very Earth-based as well.
Yeah, well, I guess it is, but you don't know. I mean, sometimes an alien planet can look a bit like Earth. They don't all have to look like a quarry, I believe.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I mean, 70s, 80s, Doctor. Yes, we thought that was the way it was.
We then see a man, the same man we saw hiding before, stating, "Do you believe this is alien?" Now, apparently some have suggested this could be Nikola Tesla.
Oh.
Even though he seems to have a Scottish accent.
It could be a Scottish cousin.
Tesla didn't?
Yeah, but the guy who plays him is a Croatian-born actor, and Nikola Tesla was Serbian, so
Yeah, close enough.
could be.
you know.
Yeah, could be. Well, for the purposes of TV, could be.
Well, the Croatians and Serbians may disagree with you on that, but yes, I understand.
But
That'll be interesting.
Nikola Tesla would be amazing.
Oh yeah, wouldn't it?
Previously played by David Bowie in the in that movie.
In that one movie.
But it would be fantastic because last season they brought in some real characters, real life characters. So it'd be really nice to have a little bit of a history lesson occasionally too.
Oh, definitely.
Not a whole PowerPoint one, but
Yeah, I'd love to learn about the guy who made all those cars. Yeah.
Then we see Yaz and a grey-haired man being chased by a scorpion creature with glowing joints.
yeah, that was hideous.
That was scary, and they're running away from
Yeah,
it.
I know. Well,
Would you run
wouldn't
towards
to
it,
Oh,
Adam?
of course not.
Mummy!
Well,
Mummy!
Yaz is in period dress, suggesting that this could be connected to the Nikola Tesla episode.
Oh, that'd be good. Ooh, I hope so.
The man running with her appears to be actor Robert Glenister, who previously appeared in the series in the 1984 episode The Caves of Androzoni.
Yes, when he was 24.
Yes, and now he's 60.
He's back in his 60s, but he was also in one of my favourite shows, Ashes to Ashes.
Oh,
with,
right.
John Sims, the master,
Yeah.
was the goodie in that. Yeah, I really liked
And
him.
he was in Hustle and Spooks as well.
Yeah, Hustle. Oh, no, he wasn't the. I get him mixed up with the guy from Ashes to Ashes.
Okay.
Sorry. That's another guy.
You told this whole story and it wasn't even the right guy.
No. Well, I don't think it was. No, Hustler. I know him from
If you're listening,
Sorry.
that's bingo.
And then we have
too.
Yaz in the back of a car asking, "What's the plan?"
Yeah, I wonder who she's talking to. Obviously the doctor.
Yeah, well, we see them in the car later. Or
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if the doctor's in that car. But then we have the doctor saying, "You trust me, don't you?"
Oh, yes, and then we have Graham with all things coming out of his head.
He's connected up to the TARDIS and goes, "Have I got to answer that?"
So it's good to see that the comedy will be staying and that Graham will still be that. That was good.
We also in the middle there see the shot of an accelerator of a car pressing itself down, followed by a car driving backwards through traffic at night and Ryan screaming.
Yes.
That's where the budget's going, baby. All those effects.
All those feet pushing down the accelerators.
I'm just so curious as to how these all match up.
Then we go to a shot of 3 motorcycles driving through the vineyard with a black car driving beside them.
Yes, is that the one that Sir Lenny Henry's in?
Yes, that's correct. So then we have the doctor on the motorcycle driving through a vineyard.
I wonder if she's driving the anti-grav motorcycle that Matt Smith's doctor drove.
But she looks like she's being shot at, and she's back in her bow tie and suit. And then, yes, we have Sir Lenny Henry out of a car shooting at something with a handgun.
Yeah, looking like a Chicago gangster.
Yeah, so he could be the James Bond villain.
Ooh, that'd be good.
It's a very evil smirk on his face.
Yes, he does look a bit evil. He looks a bit like Roderick from the Bad Wolf episode.
Oh, yes.
The weakest link.
Maybe it's adult Roderick.
Adult Roderick. I saw a show with Roderick in it the other day.
Oh, yes?
He was a goodie.
Oh, no.
He was a goodie, and I still didn't like him.
Then we have the doctor in her bow tie still asking, "Where are we?" Followed by a shot of the Eiffel Tower with a female voiceover stating Paris, 1943.
Ooh, so...
Occupied by the Nazis.
Yeah, and maybe they're not travelling in the TARDIS. Maybe with the
yeah.
Stephen Fry character, they're sent act on a trans mat? I don't know.
Well, that's, yeah.
Interesting.
It seems to be a continuation of the James Bond episode. So, you know, there are rumours that there's going to be a full movie-length episode to start off the series. So perhaps she ends up in occupied France with no way to get back.
Wow.
Was the war still going on in 1943 though?
Yeah, till 45, basically.
45 was D-Day.
Yeah.
39 or 40 it started. I can't remember.
39, I think.
I don't know my history, obviously.
There are rumours that there will be an episode about Noura Inayat Khan, a British-French secret agent of Indian descent that operated out of Paris in World War II. So that would tie in with that.
I wonder if she's related to Yaz.
Yeah, well, people have noticed she has the same last name as Yaz.
Yeah.
But then also that's a common Muslim
like Smith,
name.
isn't it? Yeah, true. But still.
But still, it would be nice.
We can dream.
The doctor standing in front of a woman in 1940s war period dress. She's wearing her bow tie and suit. She says, "Oh no," which could suggest she was pulled out of the last adventure still in her bow tie and suit, or something's chasing her.
Yeah, or she just doesn't like the outfit the woman's wearing.
Maybe.
You know. Oh no.
Do you reckon this is a new costume for her, or do you think it's only sort of like, I'm just questioning whether it's a costume for one episode or a couple of episodes, or do you think
I reckon it's a costume for a couple of episodes. I reckon this is going to be her costume for like the first episode.
Yeah.
And then for the rest of the series, she'll go back to the coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she'll go back to her other one, but it's good to see it change up a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
That makes me question how many episodes they actually previewed besides showing all of the monsters in that trailer.
Yeah, they could just be keeping stuff back for the second half.
Yeah, of course they would be. I mean, there'll be more trailers coming out. You know, they'll be teasing us for ages.
They still have to tell us when it's on, so...
Yeah, that's a tease.
Then we have the doctor sitting in her TARDIS, except it's all blue instead of the usual yellow-orange. The voiceover is her saying, "Something's coming for me. I can feel it." And then... the Cybermen.
Yes. Is it the Cybermen coming for her? Because when you see that shot with Yaz with that tear...
Oh, yes.
I'm thinking, what? Are we going to finally find out who the timeless child is?
Although it has been, and it should be pointed out that there's no Graham in that shot. So, maybe this is Graham's goodbye.
What is it? You just want to kill Graham. Every season you want to kill Graham.
Bradley Walsh is a very expensive actor.
More expensive than Jodie Whittaker?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if we had to wait for him for a year, then hey, maybe there was no shake-up at the end of last season, so maybe there'll be a shake-up this season.
No, Dr.
Obviously, they said,
Walsh.
"Look, we've got Stephen Fry. We've got to kill Bradley Walsh."
Maybe.
Watch out, Bradley Walsh. He's coming for you.
They just have an episode called Kill Bradley Walsh.
I don't want him to die. I love Graham.
I don't want him to die either, but I think that would be the most emotional thing that the show could do. And, it would be like, oh, hey, we've mixed it up a bit.
Yeah, well, we're killing off all Ryan's grandparents. Thank you.
Next is Yaz's grandparents.
Yeah. Listen, guys, I have got to go.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Nicchia. We'll speak to you again soon.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay, bye. All right, well, we're going to continue on without Nicchia. It's a shame that she had to go, but she's in a different time zone to us, so she's going to have to go back in time and join us at a later date. Does that make sense? Wibbly wobbly timey wimey?
Yes, it does.
So then we have a shot of Ryan with his voiceover. Let it come. That's a continuation of the last line, you sick-minded person. Something's coming for me, I can feel it. And Ryan says, let it come.
Secretly, it's Phil Collins. That's
what does that mean?
I can feel it coming in the internet.
Jesus Christ. He's out in the open of some sort of large industrial space. There's someone standing beside him and 4 people walking towards him. Could they be watching something alien happening? Ooh. It's also been noted that after the doctor says, something's coming for me, there is 4 loud thumps in the soundtrack.
Oh, the drums.
Ooh.
The drums.
But, yeah, the drums, the sound of drums, the master's drums.
Here come the drums, here come the drums.
Someone did say they thought that maybe the Cyberman was the master / Missy.
Didn't that happen in a storyline in...
Well, she was on the last we saw Missy. She was on an alien ship that was converting people into Cybermen. So so
is that what happened to Bill from memory? Yeah.
Bill ends up as a Cyberman before she becomes a puddle.
That's Just comes with puddle of goo.
Then we have a shot of Yaz in front of a police station. She's joined by a police officer and her voiceover. Because we're mates.
Because we're mates.
Yeah, so we're going to get more of Yaz's work as a police officer. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Is she still a police officer, though? If she's just...
Well, she is. She must be, because she...
I mean, she can probably go back in time and just picked up where she left off, but...
I don't know. Maybe you have to do special... If you just disappear for a while, can you go back to being a police officer?
I don't know. It seems to work for Gwen Cooper.
Then the Hoobie gang standing in the TARDIS. Graham says, family, and the Doctor pulls a lever. I'm telling you, that would be even more dramatic if he...
kills the Doctor.
If he kills the Doctor, yeah. That would be very dramatic.
The lever is actually the lever for electric
He goes to kill
chair.
the Doctor and Jodie Whittaker just stabs him to death.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ!
That is a very dramatic end to Doctor Who.
That's why they don't let me near the Doctor.
No. You've got a restraining order on the Doctor.
Then we get a shot of inside a building and a flock of blackbirds burst through the roof. Looks like some sort of lab with test tubes going everywhere. They're either birds or bats. I couldn't really make them out, but they kind of look like birds.
Bats.
They're bats?
They're bird bats.
They're bird bats.
Yeah.
I love that episode of Batman.
I know.
Then we have 6 glowing creatures who look strangely like a bunch of Tom Baker's Fourth Doctors. I doubt that's what they are, but
No.
they look like they've got the pointy hat on and
The pointy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they specifically just did a cutout of him from like an old episode and just put a glow effect of him.
and then just 4 Tom Bakers appear like, oh shit, what do we do now? You wanted more male doctors? How about 6 of them, bitches? Now, it's been pointed out online that this appears to be similar to the teleporting done by the Cybermen in Army of Ghosts, although it could just be regular teleporting.
Yeah, why does it have to be specific episode teleporting? Like,
Well, the Cybermen were coming from a parallel dimension, so it could be something coming from a parallel dimension. Then the Doctor running towards the camera screaming, get away from them!
Get away from who?
Get away from her, you bitch. That's from Aliens.
Yeah, I haven't seen Aliens.
2 alien-looking creatures dressed in black with long gas masks connected to something and shooting glowing weapons. Is this the army of, Are you my mummy?
Oh, that would be so great to see that back, just to see a different sort of plotline, because I wasn't really much of a fan of the original plotline. I do like going, are you my mummy?
Be strange if they were back.
This time it's, are you my daddy?
Yes.
No.
Are you dead yet? Well, then I will kill you. We see the same creatures from another shot shooting their laser guns at someone who ducks to safety. Someone in red wearing a backpack. I think it's Yaz. Then we see a shot of something forcing its way onto the TARDIS through the TARDIS door. The voiceover, which sounds like Yaz, says, I thought nothing could get into the TARDIS. This is after last season, which saw the Kablam Man get into the TARDIS, and after various ships have bumped into the TARDIS, like the Titanic.
I'm pretty sure like that whole rumour of nothing getting to the TARDIS has been disproven so many goddamn times.
But something's actually breaking into the TARDIS door.
It's just like it's seeping through the cracks in between
Could
the
be
door.
like a horror-themed episode.
So, what do you think that monster is?
Don't know. I think it's one of the new, like a new monster, and it looks pretty similar to the glowing 6 creatures from earlier in the trailer.
It's Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yes, okay, good. Ooh, I'm here to help you, Doctor.
I don't remember Casper the Friendly Ghost sounding like that.
I'm Casper the Friendly Ghost.
That's like a combination of Tigger and Mickey Mouse.
This is the way that the Disney announces that they bought the BBC.
Yes.
Hi there, Doctor. I'm here to help you.
You can now watch Doctor Who on Disney Plus.
God, no. Please, no. Then we have the Doctor's face as she says, neither did I. Neither did I, baby.
What's she referring to?
Then we have Graham as a voiceover saying, what have you brought here, Doctor? As the Doctor is running along a beach, she appears to be chased by the black birds which fly past the TARDIS. The Doctor says,
secretly the Crow.
I don't know. Oh, you think this is going to be a tie-in to The Crow, the movie The Crow?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Doctor dies at the end.
Then we see an explosion that throws 2 people. Yaz crying sitting next to Ryan and a plane flying past the sun.
Ooh, I loved that single glycerin tear just rolling down her face.
Ugh. Why does it always have to be the females? Why couldn't Ryan be the one crying?
I know you probably would be the one sitting in there crying.
Get your tissues, mate. It's going to start blubbing.
They wouldn't even need to put glycerin on your face. You'd just be sitting there by yourself, just doing it already.
Then Graham bracing himself for a possible impact, Yaz screaming as she holds on, and the Doctor in a normal coat beside a stone building holding her sonic screwdriver. And then the Doctor Who logo and the text, coming early 2020.
Oh, that made me so mad.
I know. I was really hoping for a start date. I did say to you, look, I needed a trailer, but I would like a trailer and a start date, but it just feels like we're being teased at the moment.
I think that's the point. A teaser trailer.
Stop teasing me and give me more.
Stop giving me foreplay. Just give me the end result.
Just go for it. Especially since the most prominent rumour seems to be that it's going to start on January the 1st.
Yeah.
It's been reported from the Mirror, which seemed to have a few things right early on. So if it's already been leaked like that, why not announce it? It does make me a little bit worried that maybe it's not going to start on January the 1st.
Somehow I think it's not going to.
Yeah, I think they would have announced it in this trailer. I would love it to start on January the 1st. And BBC, if you're listening, just let us know when it starts so we can
send us
sort
an
our
email
episodes out, so we can start planning.
D4WH@gmail.com.
Yes, we just need to know so we can start planning our life around it. I mean, we're recording on Skype at the moment.
Yeah, we need some time to organise and plan. So, yeah, just hit us up on our email address.
Although I will say, the fact that the Doctor is wearing a different costume in most of the shots does help us kind of piece together what's in that episode or around that time. Definitely makes me think that that's probably going to be the first episode.
So do you think the vineyards down in that... Oh, what's that wine place down in South Australia?
Oh, do you think she's in Australia?
Yeah, she's down... What is it, the Hunter Valley?
Here's a gun, mate.
What is it, the Hunter Valley or something
Hunter Valley? Like that? Welcome to the Hunter Valley. Sir Lenny Henry's here. He's doing all right.
You're supposed to spit the wine out after you drink it. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to go say well with aliens. Stop crying, Yaz, you little bitch.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's probably what it is.
Oh God.
Dear. Miss, that is, you're supposed to spit out the wine after you drink. Yeah, tell me what to do. Unless you're a soda, in which case I'll defeat you.
Let me sonic you.
The Doctor faces her worst enemy yet, binge drinking.
Does anyone know how to open a corked bottle?
I'm alright to drive the TARDIS. I've only had a couple of drinks.
A couple.
And that's why she crash lands in Paris in 1943. She's like, where are we? And then, Paris 1943.
Where are we, Doctor? I don't know.
Oh, this isn't KFC at all. I just need to...
Frog's legs.
Just get me a McMuffin and I'll be fine. Bradley Walsh was asked about working on Doctor Who. He said, we worked on an episode. I won't give anything away. The actress walked in complete prosthetics and comes onto the set. I had walked on the set and everyone was talking to this actress and I went, oh, hi, you'll have to reintroduce yourself later because I don't know you with all of that. This person, I actually knew her really well. I went, hi, I'm Brad. And she goes, yeah, I know.
Would you ever go into a costume with like full prosthetics?
Yeah.
What would be your dream?
My dream? What, with prosthetics?
Prosthetics.
Like my dream costume would be like an Iron Man costume. I would freaking love that. That'd be amazing. But with prosthetics.
Prosthetics.
I don't know. I'm not really...
Would you dress up like an alien or something like that?
Yeah, of course. In a heartbeat.
In two heartbeats?
In two heartbeats. Especially if it was Doctor Who. But yeah, just anything. If someone wanted to put prosthetics on me, fucking go for it.
Why did my mind go to a gimp suit?
That's not prosthetics. That's a mask. Thank you very much.
That's a full body mask.
I don't know how you do your gimp suit, but if you stick it to your face, then you're doing something wrong.
Oh my God.
Now, there is speculation online that the thing that could be coming for the Doctor could be the Time Lords, who haven't been seen since Series 9. Now, of course, they juxtapose that Something's Coming For Me with the Cybermen. So I think we're supposed to believe that the Cybermen are coming for her, but I'm wondering if that's just one episode, and maybe what's actually coming for her are her own people, the Time Lords.
What do you think she'd be more afraid of? Because in the past, she hasn't been afraid of the Cybermen. She wouldn't be sitting there going, "Oh my God, the Cybermen are coming for me." But she has been a little bit more cautious about the Time Lords coming.
Well,
for her
I mean, it depends
wrong.
on what sort of what sort of Cyberman it is. Yeah, you're right. She does seem more afraid of
The Time
Lords. But, you know, when people are being converted into Cybermen, you know, all you need is one Cyberman to set up shop and start converting people. I think that'd be pretty...
Yes, set up a little corner store.
She could be referring to the Daleks. We know the Daleks have been viewed filming at Clifton Suspension Bridge, although apparently they might have something to do with the Christmas special or New Year's special or whatever for next year.
Yeah, for next year.
Yes. Because they were seen filming that in October, and that was quite late in the season.
Yeah.
So... who knows? I would like to see a return of the Time Lords.
Yeah.
I think we've definitely got some sort of overarching storyline throughout the season, especially if Something's Coming For Me. And I would love to know, like, what the Timeless Child is.
What is the Timeless Child?
We don't know. It was just dropped in the last season and never taken anywhere. I tell you what, the one thing I hope doesn't come back is Jim Shaw.
Why? I liked Tim Shaw.
But I think... let's give it a break.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit overused at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, if she's like, there's something coming for me, and it's like...
it's Tim Shaw.
Hello, sweetie.
And I'll be like, oh, far out, seriously.
I got to get your teeth in me.
You already took my wisdom teeth. How many more do you want?
Yeah, but that benefited you, didn't it? I don't know why I'm Cockney now.
You Cockney.
Yeah, so I hope we give Jim Shaw and the Stenza a bit of a break.
Yeah.
We'll see how we go. Is there anything else you want to talk about the trailer?
I just thought, specifically just to someone with a video background, that it was a really basic trailer for what they were sort of hyping up. They were hyping up this whole big thing.
You've got to remember that they've got 10 episodes to take stuff from, and you don't want to give everything
but they've got
away.
a whole production team, and, like, video editing should be sort of a creative sort of thing. But it literally just looks like they've picked a song, slapped some footage together, and just called it a day. And I think for what they were advertising, I was really underwhelmed with the trailer.
Oh, the honeymoon period is over. We're recording this, 9 hours after the trailer came out, and you are over it already.
Oh, I was over it within the first 10 minutes. I was just like, really? That's what they've been making us wait how long for? This? Really? Like, I've seen bloody better TAFE trailers.
At least it was a trailer. At least they put something out. At least it wasn't just like a post being like, Happy Doctor Who Day.
Oh, they did that though.
Yeah, I know.
Just before. Did you watch that?
Oh, no, I didn't watch that.
Oh, okay. It was basically a little video that all the main characters did.
I saw it. I didn't have the sound on. But interestingly enough, they posted, just before they posted the trailer, they posted a video of all the Doctor's regenerations.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
So it's a 40-minute video, and I didn't watch it all.
Oh my... Really?
Yeah.
There's only, 13 of them?
Yeah, but in some cases they take, like, the scene that leads up to the regeneration as well as the actual regeneration.
Yeah. So the shortest one is what?
Would be the first one, because they have hardly any of it left.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, they include the part in Twice Upon a Time as well to try and...
Oh, yeah, I loved that episode.
Yeah, it's a great episode.
That was great.
Look, I enjoyed it. I was a little underwhelmed. I wouldn't say disappointed. I was a little underwhelmed that it was only a 1-minute trailer, but then the first season 11 trailer was also 1 minute, and, you know, we were waiting for a brand new Doctor. I was a bit disappointed we didn't get a start date.
Yeah, I think
which makes
everyone
me think
thinks that.
It's not going to be January the 1st. I would love to be proven wrong.
I don't think so either.
My estimate was April, but who knows?
Yeah, mine's still April.
April, yeah.
But they do a thing here in Australia when they say coming early such and such, where they're advertising sort of like the start of their summer sort of new shows, and they usually target that towards like February. So either February or April for me.
February would be great. That's my birthday, so it'd be fantastic.
You get a birthday present of Doctor Who. We've specifically waited until Adam O'Sullivan's birthday to release the new series of Doctor Who.
I don't think my birthday is on a Saturday. That's the other thing, is that the rumour is that it's going to move from from Sunday back to Saturday, hopefully.
That would be great for us because then we can actually record straight away.
the day after. It's going to be a nightmare trying to get guests who can watch it within the brief period of a couple of hours when it's available.
We just invite them over on the Saturday night and don't make them leave until they record with us.
We sit down and watch it with them.
And you're never leaving ever again.
Look, I think it's an exciting year ahead. I'm very excited. This has gotten me more hyped for the series. I'm glad we have something. We know that it exists still.
Yeah, because we were just sitting there for the last year going, is it coming back?
Yeah. And then just in the past couple of weeks, just announcement after announcement after announcement. I mean, obviously they had to make a few announcements. So when we saw the trailer and saw Stephen Fry and all that sort of thing, we already kind of knew some of the things. But look, any piece of information, we'll try and get it to you as quickly as possible.
Do you think they're going to make a long, drawn-out sort of plea for the release date too, like they did with this trailer? We're going to tell you when the release date is in maybe. 2 weeks.
I think when the second trailer drops, they'll probably tell us when it's being released.
Oh God, there's a second trailer now?
Well,
to get hyped up about?
No, but I assume there's going to be a second trailer. It's going to...
Teaser trailer too.
I don't know if they're going to tease a trailer it like this, but hey, it's got people talking about Doctor Who. I'm sure it's probably trending online on social media.
It was trending Doctor Who Day yesterday and then trending Doctor Who today.
Yeah, and it makes sense for them to release, but you would think that they would release everything on Doctor Who Day. So what other special dates are there?
I don't know.
Look, if it is January the 1st, we'll find out in the next couple of weeks, I think, because the stations will have to start booking everything for New Year's night.
You mean New Year's Eve?
New Year's night, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Whatever you... look, I'm just going to be drunk at home. So, watching the fireworks from home. So, doesn't matter to me whether it's on or not. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Hopefully you're just as excited as we are. Nicchia's just returned. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's all right.
Travelling forwards or backwards or wherever it was you were.
Yeah, look, I don't tell you everything I do. You'll just get jealous.
It's that friend of yours who sometimes gives you a lift sometimes.
Yeah, my friend in inverted commas.
Oh, what do you think about that, Beck? Oh, Beck's decided she's not going to talk anymore for the rest of this episode. So,
She better not be with my friend.
So, look, we got up to the Cybermen. Is there anything else you want to talk about for the rest of the trailer?
Well, I will say it's nice that the Cybermen are back, but as you will know, I'm not a big fan of the Cybermen themselves. So I am hoping that they're going to be a little less shit in the new series.
Well, and some people have said that there's only going to be one. It looks like there's only one Cyberman, so they're not going to be scary.
Yeah, well, maybe, but that could just be there to throw us off too.
Do you want to know the craziest Cyberman theory that I heard?
Oh, okay, yes, please.
A couple of people think that it could be the Master.
Really?
Yeah, because the last time we saw the Master was on a spaceship with a bunch of Cybermen.
That's true. It could be. Maybe it's Bill Potts.
No, she's a puddle of goo now.
Oh, that's right. She's had a shit time of it, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's gone back to being a Cyberman.
Yeah, Cyberman, puddle of goo, Cyberman, I don't know, what do you pick?
So obviously we go through all the different companions and Yaz with a police officer, so we could get some more stories with her.
I really do hope that we get a bit more of her backstory because it's been lovely to get to know Ryan and Graham's backstory, but Yaz has been on the edge, so I'm looking forward to that.
This trailer is very Yaz and Graham heavy, so...
It is. Maybe Ryan goes away on a holiday.
Oh, maybe. He's in most of the shots.
See, you think that Graham's going to die. I've decided Ryan will.
Oh, okay. Oh, we'll start a pool and see. Beck is left with Yaz, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, that's all right. We'll just get to know her and they'll kill her off. You know, this is what happens.
Now, I want to know, what do you think about the glowing creatures? There were the 6 glowing creatures that were in the trailer. Yeah,
they look like the robots who get into, or the robot who gets into the TARDIS. Yes.
Could they be a modified Cyberman?
Well, that's what I was thinking because remember we had the episode where the Cybermen were coming through the parallel worlds.
Yes.
Yeah, Army of Ghosts. And so I wondered whether that it was something to do with that. But they do look a little bit like there was a show on when I was a kid called Bill and Ben Flower Pot Men. They do kind of look like the flower pot men.
Well, Nicchia's called it first. She thinks it's a crossover with Bill and Ben Flower Pot Men.
Yes, I do. And they were always scary, I thought, those puppety things.
Well, look, it's not as strange as the suggestion I said to Beck. I said it looked like a bunch of Tom Baker's Fourth Doctors. Wearing their hats.
I think it looks like they got watering cans on their heads.
Oh, right, okay. No, I thought they were hats.
I thought they were watering cans. I watched it again a couple of times this morning, and I'm reading all these people saying, it could be this, it could be that. But I'm thinking, I'm glad that I don't know. It's so, every time I watch it, I get a little more excited about what's going to be in store for us for the next season.
Is this the most in-depth you've gotten into a new trailer? Because this is definitely the most in-depth that I've gotten into a new trailer.
Yes, only because I didn't have enough people in my life who actually want to talk about it with me.
Yes, exactly,
So it'd just be me sitting around going, I think it could be this.
I don't know about you, but it was very strange being at work today, being like, nobody knows that there's a new Doctor Who trailer.
I know these poor people living their sad lives and not knowing. But I mean, I have seen some people going, I hope it's not as shit as Series 11, and it just annoys me. Why can't they just be excited?
I rewatched and I reposted on Twitter the video of the young girl who was on the Children in Need special. They surprised.
Wasn't that lovely?
And it just restored my faith. Screw these people who don't care. Like, these young people will continue the show. They'll continue watching. They'll make the show popular again. It'll continue to be on. And everyone who complains about it, they would complain even more if the show was taken off the air.
Of course they would. And they will eventually, like me, we're old, we'll die. And then they'll shut up.
What a nice moment to think about.
Thinking about my death. It's always lovely. I think that's the thing. People need to have the enthusiasm and the imagination of the child that they were when they watched Doctor Who. I mean, I know we say it's a show for kids, but to a degree, it is a show for the child inside all of us. And I think when you start going, don't worry, that child died. You're too grown up for it now. You should move on to, I don't know, a current affair or something.
Yeah, and we try and do that. We review the series, and we were a little bit harsh on it, but we're also reliving, going through the wonder and experience of.
And we don't ever review an episode and the whole time just go crap. Don't know why I bothered. Don't know what
the Slovene episodes keep coming into my mind.
But there were still things we laughed about, and there was still great things about it. Harriet Jones and Margaret Felfox blonde,
and the pig man, the pig astronaut.
Yeah. So there's always things about it. You always love it. You don't have to always, just because you love something doesn't mean you have to always think it's the most amazing episode. You can pick it out, but that's the thing that I love doing the podcast. But it's then I watch it as a kid, and then I watch it as a reviewer, which is I have to put my growing up hat on and go, there's a plot hole there and there's a plot hole there. But there's still the 10-year-olds, Nicchia, yelling out, "It's fabulous! Shut up, woman! Shut up!"
It's that thing about, like, I can complain about my family, but if you complain about my family, get stuffed.
Yes. that's exactly right.
There's a couple of other things I found out today. So the black alien that we thought was somehow related to Arachnos.
Yeah.
People seem to think that might be the actor Anjali Mahindra. She apparently listed on her online CV earlier in the year that she was playing a character called Queen Skithra.
Ooh, she's not the Arachnos Queen. Maybe she's the Scorpion Queen.
She was on Sarah Jane Adventures as Rani.
Oh, yes. Yeah. She was too. That was sad when Rani left.
I just assumed she was still on the show. I don't know.
No, I think Rani was the original and she left, and then another girl came in after that. But of course I could be talking out my ass. Who knows? You can't see me, so you don't know.
That's great. Yeah, look, as long as you clean the microphone afterwards.
You'll never know.
Was it Christopher Walken who...
Oh, that's right. He keeps everything up his butt, we found out.
And the press release from the BBC that announced Stephen Fry and Lenny Henry said they were both going to be in the opening episode of the series.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know how I missed this, but on February the 20th, people had taken some photos of them filming with Stephen Fry in Swansea, some of the props, right, that were in the room, they included a door plaque that states Chief of the Secret Intelligence Services.
Oh, yes.
Which
Yes.
is a real British organisation, more commonly known as MI6.
Wow. So he's MI6. Well, isn't that Bond? Isn't Bond MI6?
That's Bond.
He is M. He's M. I
thought you might be glad about that.
Yeah, and Lenny Henry looks like he's either a spy from a different organisation or a baddie.
I'd say he's a baddie. He looks like a bit of a baddie in that. I'm wondering if that's why they had to get rid of Unit, so that Chibnall could have this James Bond adventure.
Yeah, maybe. I still do hope they bring Unit back. What do you think?
I would like Unit to come back, but I think, if the Doctor could be part of the spy agency.
Oh, yeah. Well, cool. She's been president of the world.
Yes. Maybe that's what the plane is in the trailer. The president of the world.
Hey, maybe. I'm really excited about her riding a motorbike.
Oh, yes.
I hope it's when she gets out of the TARDIS. I love that.
Well, there are two others. Maybe she's got a whole garage in the...
Well, she probably maybe Clara left hers there. She used to ride a motorbike.
And the third one just, I don't know, belongs to Sarah Jane. Yeah.
Well, Sarah Jane, I'm sure she rode a motorbike. I don't know. Probably Harry, who rode it into a tree.
Oh, God. All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about in the trailer before we go?
No, that's all. It's just so nice to have somebody else to dissect it with than myself. I think there's going to be more coming out. And the other thing is look out for the BBC America trailers, because they always have a little bit more or different shots in them. But yeah, can't wait. And the next trailer we get, we're doing this again. This was great.
Sounds good. And hopefully the next trailer will have when it actually starts, and we can get really excited and start planning. As I said to Beck, I just want the BBC to let us know so we can start planning what we're doing next year.
Yeah, I mean, they're not thinking about these people who are podcasting on their behalf, are they? It's very inconsiderate. I'm going to ring Chibnall now and find out what the hell is going on.
He's going to think you're one of those not my doctor people.
Oh, he will too. I better not do that then.
Yeah, right. Maybe just leave it. Let him do his thing.
Yeah. I'm a never Trumper, but I'm certainly not a not my doctor.
Look, if you do call Chibnall, maybe instead of berating him, can you just ask him to be on the podcast?
Oh, good point. This is why we've got you. You're the brains of this operation.
All right. I'll let you get back to it so we can both go back and watch the trailer again.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
As always, you can catch Nicchia online as Nicchia Should Comedy, and we'll tag her. I am Adam O'Sullivan, comedian. Beck?
You can find my art on rwolf.art on Facebook and Instagram.
Fantastic. And, like and subscribe on Facebook and all of the platforms.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, baby. I don't know what I'm
Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Turn your notifications on.
Hey, YouTube. What's up? Thank you for listening, as always. And as always, keep searching the skies for the Doctor.
Bye.
This has been a production of The Nerd Infinite. And then the sound of dragons spitting fire and stuff. What? Why are you looking at me like that?